Welcome to iFeast Media. This is a lecture series on quantitative aptitude. In this class, we are going to solve some problems on clocks. So, what are the important facts in clocks? The face or dial of a watch or a clock is a circle one, whose circumference is divided into 60 equal parts. Right? So, you can observe in any clock, if you see, you will observe 60 small lines, right? 60 lines, small lines, they are called minute spaces. So you have 60 minute spaces in any clock. A clock has two hands. The smaller one is hour's hand and the bigger one is minute's hand. In 60 minutes, the minute hand gains 55 minutes over the hour's hand. This is very important point. Right, we will discuss this point later in detail in a problem. Right? In every 1 hour, both the hands coincide once. So coming to this, the hands are in the same straight line when they are coincident or opposite to each other. So when they are coincident, one lies upon the other, then also they are in the same straight line, or they are opposite, then also they are on the same straight line. When the two hands are at right angles, they are 15 minute spaces apart. This is very important. Right? When the two hands are at right angle, this number of minute spaces between them is 15 minute spaces. And in every 1 hour, they will be at right angle for 2 times. You will see how. When the hands are in opposite direction, they are at 30 minute spaces apart. If this is the hour's hand or minute's hand and this is the hour's hand, then the distance between them is 30 minute spaces, right? And they are at 180 degrees, right? The angle between them is 180 degrees. And the angle traced by hour's hand in 12 hours is 360 degrees. Suppose it starts from 12 o'clock. After 12 hours, it will come back to again 12. So it covers an angle of 360 degrees in 12 hours. But angle traced by minute's hand in 60 minutes, that means in 1 hour, is 360 degrees. So the minute's hand starts at 12 and again it comes back to 12. It takes 1 hour. In 1 hour, it covers total 360 degrees of angle or 60 minute spaces. It travels 60 minute spaces. So coming to this problem, how many times do the hands of a clock coincide in a day? Right. So if you see in 1 hour time, both the hands will coincide once. Right. After 12 hours, both the hands will come back to 12 o'clock again. Suppose they start at 12 o'clock, right? So, for every 1 hour they will coincide once. After 12 hours, they will come back to 12 again, right? So, this is already counted. So, when they come back to 12, after 12 hours, it should not be counted again. So, for every 12 hours, they will coincide for only 11 times. For 12 hours, they will coincide for only 11 times. In 24 hours, they coincide for only 22 times, not 24. Okay. So this is the answer. So coming to this problem, how many times in a day the hands of a clock are at straight line? So when they are coincident, then they are on the same straight line, and when they are opposite also, they are on the same straight line. So in 1 hour time, they will coincide for once and they will be opposite for once. So for 1 hour time, they will be in straight line for 2 times. But in 12 hours time, they will be in straight line for 22 times. Right? You should not count the initial one. So that is why they will come into straight line for 22 times in 12 hours. In 24 hours, they will be in a straight line for 44 number of times. So answer is 44. How many times are the hands of a clock at right angle in a day? For every 1 hour, the hands of a clock will be at right angle for 2 times. For 2 times. So 1 hour 2 times. For 12 hours, it is not 24, it is 22 times. So in a span of 12 hours time, they will be at right angle for 22 times. In a span of 24 hours, it is 44 again. So the answer is 44. So how many times in a day are the hands of a clock in straight line but opposite in direction? So they should be straight on a straight line but opposite in direction. That means they should not coincide, right? So 1 hour they will coincide for once, in 1 hour they will be opposite once. So you should count only opposite when they are on the straight line. Then in 1 hour they will be one time coincident, in 12 hours 11 times, in 24 hours it is 22 times they will be at straight line but not coincident. So this is the shortcut to find out the angle between the hands. Angle theta is equal to mod 30h minus 11m by 2. When the time is h hours and m minutes, you take h here and you substitute m here, you will get the angle between the hands. That is 30h minus 11m by 2 is the formula. Now let us find the angle between the hands of a clock when the time is 3:25. So here h hours m minutes, 3 hours 25 minutes. So what is the formula? Theta equal to mod 30h minus 11m by 2. It is mod 30 into 3 minus 11 by 2 into 25. It is mod 90 minus 275 by 2. It is 180 minus 275 by 2. It is 95 by 2. Of course, modulus is there, minus 95. It is 95 by 2. It is 47.5 degrees. So the angle is 47.5 degrees between the hands of the clock. So coming to this problem, at what time between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock will the hands of a clock be together? What do you mean by together? They are coincident. When the two hands are coincident, we call them as together. So at what time between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock will the hands of the clock be together? Means here you need to find out the time at which they are coincident. So what is the time? It should be between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So it should be 2 hours some minutes. It should be 2 hours some minutes. So h equal to 2. So here theta equal to 30h minus 11m by 2, which is 30h is 30 into 2 because h is 2 minus 11m by 2, right? 60 minus 11m by 2, which is equal to 0. Why? Because the angle between the hands when they are coincident is 0. So 11m by 2 equal to 60, m equal to 120 by 11, which is 10 by 11. Therefore, the time is 2 hours 10 by 11 minutes. Find at what time between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in the same straight line but not together. So they are same straight line but not together, means the angle between them is 180 degrees, right? So theta equal to 180 degrees. So what is theta? 30h minus mod 30h minus 11m by 2 is 180. So 30 into, what is h? h is 8 because between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So time should be between 8 hours and 9 hours. 8 hours m minutes. Hours is 8 but m is, m we do not know, we need to find out. H you can take as 8 minus 11m by 2 is equal to 180. 240 minus 180 is 11m by 2. Since 11m by 2 is 60, m equal to 120 by 11, 10 by 11. So therefore 8 hours at a time, 8 hours and 10 by 11 minutes, both the hands will be exactly opposite to each other on the same straight line. At what time between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock will the hands of a clock be at a right angle? See, I told you within 1 hour time, the hands will be at right angle for 2 times, right? So one this side and the other one when the hour's hand moves this way, then minute's hand will come this way, and anyway the angle between them will be again 90. So within 1 hour time there will be at right angle for 2 times. We need to find both possibilities. Here theta equal to 90 degrees and theta is 30h minus 11m by 2 is 90. So we have two possibilities, this side and this side. So you have to take the positive and negative signs. So 30h minus 11m by 2 is 90. 30h minus 11m by 2 equal to minus 90. You have two cases. Here 11m by 2 equal to 30 into h is 4 o'clock. You should take h equal to 4. Minus 90. 120 minus 90 is 30. M equal to 60 by 11, which is 5 by 11. Therefore, the time, when the time is 4 hours 5 by 11 minutes, both the hands will be at a right angle. Right? Right angle. And what is the other case? It is 30 into 4 minus 11m by 2 equal to minus 90. 120 plus 90 equal to 11m by 2, which is 11m by 2 equal to 210. M equal to 420 by 11, which is 38 2 by 11 minutes. It is 38 2 by 11 minutes. Therefore, when the time is 4 hours 38 2 by 11 minutes, again both the hands will be at right angle in the same 1 hour time. At what time between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock are the hands of a clock be at 3 minutes apart? 3 minute spaces apart. That means the hour's hand and minute's hand, between them 3 minute spaces are there. 3 minute spaces are there. Right? So what are the total minute spaces? Total minute spaces are 60. And what is the total degrees? Angle it is 360 degrees. So 360 degrees divided by 60 minute spaces. When you equally distribute total 360 degrees for each minute space, you will get 6 degrees. So when it is 3 minute spaces, it is 18 degrees. So the angle between them is indirectly given as 18 degrees. So what is the angle? It is 30h minus 11m by 2 equal to 18 degrees. But you can have when the minute's hand is on the left hand side of this, you have a possibility of 18 degrees, right, having 3 minute spaces apart. When the minute hand surpasses the hour's hand also, you have another possibility. So you have to take two particular cases, positive and negative side, which is 30 into h is 5 o'clock, minus 11m by 2 is 18, 150 minus 18 equal to 11m by 2. So 11m by 2 is 132, m equal to 132 into 2 by 11. 11 hand cancels here for 12 times, 24. Therefore, m equal to 24 minutes. So between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, time is 5 hours 24 minutes. When the time is 5 hours 24 minutes, both the hands will be at 3 minute spaces apart. And you have another possibility. It is 30h. What is h? It is 5. Minus 11m by 2 equal to minus 18. So it is 150 plus 18 equal to 11m by 2. 11m by 2 equal to 168. M equal to 168 into 2 by 11. So when you calculate this, you will get 36 by 11. Therefore, the time between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, again the hands will be, both the hands will be at the 3 minute spaces apart. At this particular time, like 5 hours 36 by 11 minutes, right? 5 hours 24 minutes, the other one is 5 hours 36 by 11 minutes. You have two possibilities. So what is the reflex angle between the hands of a clock at 10:25? The reflex angle between the hands is 360 minus theta. Right? Theta is the angle between the hands. 360 degree minus theta is reflex angle. Right? So it is 360 minus, what is theta? It is 30h minus 11m by 2. 360 minus 30h. What is h? At 10:25, h is 10, m is 25. So 30h is 30 into 10, 300. Minus in minus plus 11 by 2 into 25. So it is 60 plus 275 by 2. 60 plus 137.5. So it is 197.5 degrees. So therefore the reflex angle between the hands is 197.5 degrees. Here the reflex angle is, when the hands are like this is theta, this is 360 minus 360 degrees minus theta, this is called reflex angle. Okay. Now this type of problem is a different one. A watch gains uniformly is 5 minutes slow at 8 o'clock in the morning on a particular Sunday, and it is 5 minutes 48 seconds fast at 8 p.m. on the following Sunday, when it was correct. So here on a particular Sunday morning 8 a.m. the watch was 5 minutes slow, minus 5. On the following Sunday 8 p.m. right, on the following, it is 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 p.m. on the following Sunday 8 p.m. it was 5 minutes 48 seconds fast. That means it is showing 5 minutes 48 seconds excess to the correct time. It is showing it is running fast, right? So somewhere in between it should show correct time, right? So what is the total gain? It should, from minus 5 to plus 5 minutes 48 seconds it should come, right? It has to gain 5 minutes to become 0, and it has to gain another 5 minutes 48 seconds to become fast. So total gain is 10 minutes 48 seconds. So this 10 minutes 48 seconds are gained in how much duration? What is the total duration? Right, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. on the next Sunday, it is 7 days. 7 days is 168 hours. 168 hours. And mornings 8 a.m. to evening 8 p.m. it is another 12 hours. So totally 180 hours. So total duration is 180 hours. Right? 10 minutes 48 seconds are gained in 180 hours. Right? Then to show the correct time, it should gain 5 minutes only. That is enough, right? So 5 minutes are gained in how many hours? So that is the question here. So what is 10 minutes 48 seconds? 10 minutes 48 seconds is 1048 by 60 minutes. 10, here 12 cancels for 4 times, 5 times is 10, 4 by 5 it is 54 by 5. So another way you can write this as 54 by 5 minutes. So 54 by 5 minutes are gained in 180 hours. 5 minutes are gained in how many hours? Let it be x. Then x is equal to 5 by 54 by 5 into 180. Right. So it is 25 by 54 into 180. 18 cancels for 3 times, 10. So 250 by 3, it is 83 1 by 3. 83 1 by 3. So yes, It is 83 1 by 3 x equal to. That means in 83 1 by 3 hours, it will become 0. 83 1 by 3 hours is 72 hours plus 11 hours plus 1/3 of an hour. 1/3 of an hour is 20 minutes. 72 hours is 3 days, 11 hours, 20 minutes. So what is 3 days from 8 a.m. on Sunday? Wednesday morning 8 a.m. it will be 3 days completed. From there 11 hours means evening 7 p.m. From there it is 20 minutes. So 7:20 p.m. So 7:20 p.m. on Wednesday, it should be showing correct time. So coming to this problem, a clock is set right at 5 a.m. on a particular day. The clock loses 16 minutes in every 24 hours. So in 24 hours, it is losing 16 minutes means it is running slow. So what will be the true time when the clock indicates 10 p.m. on 4th day? Right? Suppose today is Sunday, suppose, for example. So Sunday morning 5 a.m. it is set right. The clock is set right. It is showing correct time. But it is actually running slow. It loses 16 minutes means it is running slow. On 4th day, 10 p.m. What is 4th day from Sunday? From Sunday, 4th day will be Wednesday from Sunday. So Wednesday 10 p.m. Wednesday 10 p.m. Right? It should lose some more number of minutes. Right? In 24 hours it loses 16 minutes means it should lose some more minutes. Right? We should calculate that. How many minutes it is going to lose. So what is the total duration of time? Here from Sunday morning 5 a.m. to Wednesday morning 5 a.m. it is 3 days. 3 days is 72 hours. And morning 5 a.m. to evening 5 it is 12 hours. Evening 5 to evening night 10 p.m. it is another 5 hours. So it is 84, 89. So total duration is 89 hours. From this point of time to this point of time, total duration is 89 hours. Right? Now we have to establish a relation between wrong clock and correct clock. Here. What is wrong clock? This clock is actually running slow, therefore it is wrong clock. Right? So what will be the true time when the clock indicates, that means when this clock indicates 10 p.m. on Wednesday, what will be the correct time in the correct clock? So in wrong clock, because it loses 16 minutes in 24 hours, when it is 24 hours in the correct clock, this is equal to how many hours in the wrong clock? It should be 23 hours 44 minutes. Right? Because it loses 16 minutes, you subtract 16 from 24 hours, it is 23 hours 44 minutes. So 23 hours 44 minutes is equal to 23 44 by 60, which is 23 11 by 15, is same as 356 by 15. 356 by 15. So 356 by 15 hours in the wrong clock is equal to or equivalent to 24 hours in the correct clock. So 1 hour in the wrong clock is equivalent to 24 into 15 by 356 hours in the correct clock. You just multiply both sides by 15 by 356, you will get 1 hour here. Right? Now 1 hour is in the wrong clock is equal to this. Then what is 89 hours duration in this wrong clock? Wrong clock law, it is 89 hours in the wrong clock is equal to or equivalent to 89 into 24 into 15 by 356 4 times. Right? Here it is 6 times 90 hours. So 89 hours duration in the wrong clock is equal to 90 hours in the correct clock. So what will be the true time when the time is 10 p.m. on 4th day in the wrong clock? What will be the true time in the correct clock? It will be 1 more hour in the correct clock. That means it should be 11 p.m. in the correct clock. So the time is Wednesday 11 p.m. It will be in the correct clock. Coming to this problem, a clock is set right at 8 a.m. on a particular day, the clock gains 10 minutes in 24 hours. For every 24 hours, the clock is gaining. That means it is running fast, right? If it shows 24 hours in the correct clock, this wrong clock will indicate 24 hours 10 minutes more. So what will be the true time when the clock indicates 1 p.m. on the following day? Suppose the day is Sunday, 8 a.m. So it is set right at this particular point of time, and on the following day is Monday, 1 p.m. Right? From morning 8 a.m. Sunday to next day morning 8 a.m. it will be 24 hours, and morning 8 a.m. on Monday to 1 p.m. it is 5 more hours, 29. So the total duration is 29 hours. Now we have wrong clock and correct clock. When it is showing 24 hours in the correct clock, it is equivalent to 24 hours 10 minutes in the wrong clock. So 24 10 by 60, which is 24 1 by 6, it is 145 by 6 hours, is equivalent to 24 hours in the correct clock. So 1 hour in the wrong clock is equivalent to 24 into 6 by 145 hours in the correct clock. So what is the total duration? It is 29 hours. 29 hours in the wrong clock are equivalent to 29 into 24 into 6 by 145 hours. 29 cancels for 5 times. So it is 120 plus 24, 144 by 5. So it is 284 by 5. So it is 28 4 by 5 is the hours. 28 4 by 5 hours. What is 28 4 by 5 hours? 24 hours plus 4 hours plus 4/5 of an hour. Right? 24 hours is 1 day. 4 hours, 4/5 of an hour is 48 minutes. 48 minutes. So therefore, from morning 8 a.m. it is next day morning 8 a.m. it is 1 day, plus 4 hours is 12 o'clock. Afternoon 12:48. Right? When this clock indicates 1 p.m. on the following day, right? So the correct clock indicates the correct time or true time will be 12:48 in the afternoon p.m. So the minute hand of a clock overtakes the hour hand at intervals of 65 minutes of the correct time. So how much a day does the clock gain or lose? In 1 day, how much the clock gains? Right? So in the introduction itself, I told you one thing. There is an important point. When both the hands coincide at 12 o'clock, right? And when the time indicates 1 o'clock, within 1 hour time, the hour's hand will move 5 minute spaces and minute's hand will move 60 minute spaces. So that the minute's hand will gain 55 minute spaces. What is the difference? Hour's hand moved 5, minute hand moved 60 minutes. The difference is 55. So minute's hand gained 55 minute spaces over the hour's hand within 1 hour time. So that is an important point. 55 minutes are gained in 1 hour. 1 hour means in 60 minutes. But if you want both the hands to be together again, right, at 12 o'clock they are together. After 1 hour, hour's hand will be at against 1, minute's hand will be at 12. But if you want them to be together again, overlap again, minute's hand has to travel 5 more minute spaces. Right? It has to travel 5 more minute spaces. That means it has already traveled 60. It has to travel another 5, that is 65 minute spaces totally. By the time Hour's hand will not sit at 1 o'clock exactly against 1. It will move slightly towards the right. Right? So that it will make some more move a part of a minute space. Right? It will move a part of a minute space more. Right? And minute hand has to overlap, it means it should also cover that part of a minute space. That part of a minute space. Right? The hour's hand and minute's hand both should move forward to a part of a minute space more. So what is that part of the minute space we need to find out. In 55 minute spaces are gained in 60 minutes. When both the hands are coincident again, how many minute spaces are gained by the minute's hand? So 60 minute spaces are gained in how much time? In how much time? Let it be x. Then x equal to 60 by 55 into 60. So it is 720 by 11, 65, 5 by 11. 65, 5 by 11 minutes. So, therefore, here x equal to 65, 5 by 11 minutes. So, what is x? 55 minute spaces are gained in 60 minutes. Then 60 minute spaces are gained in 65, 5 by 11 minutes. So, in a total duration of 65 minutes, what is that extra minute that is actually moved? Is 5 by 11 part. 5 by 11 part of a minute is extra movement or gain. We call it as a gain. So, in 65 minutes, 5 by 11 part of a minute is gained. In 1 minute, why we are finding in 1 minute? Because you are asked to find how much total gain in 24 hours in a day. So you need to calculate it for 24 hours, means you should get it for 1 hour and 1 minute. Right? In 65 minutes it's 5 by 11. In 1 minute it is 5 by 11 into 65. In 60 minutes it is 5 by 11 into 65 into 60. Right? In 60 minutes means 1 hour. In 1 hour. So in 1 hour it is this much of gain. In 24 hours you multiply it by 24 on both sides. It is 5 we can cancel here for 13, 12, 60 by 11 into 13 into 24 again. If you simplify this, what you will get is 10 by 43 minutes. So this is all minutes. 5 by 11 part of a minute, 5 by 11 into 65 part of a minute, 5 into 10, 5 by 11 into 65 into 60 minutes, and in 24 hours 10 by 43 minutes. So in 1 day or in 24 hours, the total gain by the clock is 10 by 43 minutes. And this is a standard question. There won't be any changes in the figures or numbers. So you can remember this answer 10 by 43 minutes. It won't change. And that is the end of clocks. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video, share it with your friends. Thank you.